Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls 4, which is the game before Skyrim. Basically, one of the best entries, if not the best entry in the series. Probably not the best one, but still. It's a really good game, in my opinion. It has a lot of the qualities that, I don't know, Skyrim was kind of missing for me. And this is going to be kind of a review type thing, as well as just a series let's play. So I'm going to let's play it, but I'm also going to give my opinion on certain aspects of the game critically. So I'm not going to just praise everything and say, oh, this is fun, oh, this is great. So if you're not into that, you may have to find someone else to watch. But yeah, I'm going to play this game. I'm not going to play the main storyline, at least not as a first priority. So if you're looking for that, this is not the right let's play for you. I'm going to let's play as a whatever. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll tell a little story. So this is more of a RPG storytelling oriented gameplay let's play thing. So yeah, if you're into that, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun together. And if you have any ideas like what I should do, what I should play as, what kind of style, anything, right? Literally anything. Even about the quality of the video. Yeah, just use the comments for that. I read every single comment, of course. And yeah, let's get into it. As I said, I'm not going to play the main story, so I'm going to skip the intro sequence. You can just search that up in case you haven't seen it. Search it up on YouTube, Oblivion intro sequence. It's a very cool intro sequence, but I just don't want to waste time with that. Since I think most people have already seen it like 10 times, just as I have. So, also disclaimer, the first 2 episodes are going to be purely the introduction dungeon, right? The Imperial City, what's it called? The prison dungeon, right? Which is basically the tutorial mission. It is. I would fully understand, and you would not miss anything if you were to go and skip the entire first 2 episodes. But they're still probably enjoyable to watch. I hope so. I'm gonna make them as interesting as possible. But in the end, they're scripted, so it's not that interesting, right? If you know it. If you don't, if you haven't seen this before, you should definitely watch the first 2 episodes. Otherwise, you have no idea what the fuck's happening. Alright, let's start a new game. And so this is going to be 2 episodes, 10 minutes each. I think that I'm going to keep up the 10-minute thing, just because it's way easier for me as someone with a really bad internet connection. Because 10 minutes are a good upload size. I think it's like 1.2 or 1.5 gigabytes at 77 kilobytes per second. That's a reasonable rate that I can still work with. So, what do we want to go for here? I think I want to go for something that looks pretty classy. Nothing crazy. Young guy. Dark complexion. Let's play on with the face a little bit. I think I want to go for something like that. Yeah, I don't want to look like especially cool or especially something. And I don't want to mess this up too much because that kind of just destroys the immersion for me. So, Yeah, I think that's good. I'm just gonna go with Gerald. I know that's not the best name that anyone could come up with, but oh wow, I can move around. I did not even know. I think that's caused by some mod, actually. Anyways, yeah, let's go with that. Yep, Redguard. And now mod's gonna load up. There we go. I have an FOV mod which basically just does that the field of view is like 90 or something, which is quite important for me. Okay, so textures are on medium just because that kind of makes the recording a little easier. You know, because there's not that much shit going on the screen for the graphics card to handle, so that it can kind of use a little bit of its hardware acceleration on the recording, which makes it better quality. Yeah, let's stop talking about technical shit. So, how did we get in here? So we're a pretty decent looking guy, I think. We're not criminal, right? I mean, we have not been a criminal in the past, right? That may change, wink wink, but, you know, it's not particularly, yeah, let's go with that. It's not, we're not, you know, in a particularly criminal. So, yeah, let me think. I mean, maybe we want to go for a, for someone who is a little bit, like, nicer, a nicer person at first, and then he gets messed up through fighting, and just kind of turns into some evil guy. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I'll do some character building, you know, with what we choose and dialogue options and shit. I'm gonna kind of speed through the first two episodes here. Yeah, shut the fuck. Okay. Alright. And also, once this dungeon is done, I'm gonna talk a lot more about interesting shit. It's just right now, there's so much dialogue going on that it's very hard to keep a conversation, even with myself going. So he tells us that I was in his dream for some reason, and we don't really know why yet, but that's alright.
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Alright. Alrighty, righty tighty. So basically, we're gonna flee, right? Flee this for the sake of, you know, I mean, okay, so, the main story is that this guy gets assassinated, and then we kind of have the Amulet of Kings, which is the amulet he has, and we have to kind of deliver it to his, like, what's it called? Successor, right? Who is not yet known to us or anyone else, right? What's the difficulty? Kind of seems quite difficult. Let's put it down to 45. Just for the start. May keep it down because it's just very, very annoying to deal with it. Okay, so Captain Renault is dead, which means that we can take her sword. Hotkey that. Also hotkey that. Alrighty, tidy. So basically, we're gonna go in there soon, once these fuckers leave.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades.
The blades. Exposition. They're the... yeah. Alrighty. Alright. Rusty Iron War Axe. Go leave it there. Bow. That. Whoa. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, that's annoying. And like when they attack you, you can't attack anymore for a second, which is really just annoying, and I don't like it. So, you know, let's lockpick this. That was hard. I shouldn't say this that sarcastically because these locks can fucking ruin your life. So, you know. Alright, let's do the bow tutorial here. Oh, one thing I have to show you guys. Okay, so I used to try to write mods for this. I gotta show you something. To save resources, this line, right, this rope, see that goes up there. So I'm gonna ruin your immersion here by going up there where the rope ends. It's basically just a zombie hanging from a rope, right? Which is a prop you will find on the game. I think it's like Lucien Lachance or something. Yeah, it's just a hanging corpse basically, and this is used for Lucien Lachance, I think. Later. But yeah, basically this is what they used for the rope because they could be bothered to make more than one rope or something. Maybe it's an Easter egg, I don't know. That's what I found like a week ago or something like that. So that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. I was like, what the fuck is that? And you know, I flew up to it, and yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, I attempted to break this game in so many different ways. Oh, back when I was a little kid. So actually, I think we're supposed to use magic here. Coal beans. Yeah, we're not gonna go for heavy armor. We're gonna go for light armor. In case you don't know what that is, those are the two classes of armor that there are in this game. Which means that heavy armor is basically slow and tanky, and light armor is light and not that tanky. So you kind of have to watch out more for your own health, right? And that's basically how that works. I love this game for that. It has so much like random shit in it, like Mart Flash and stuff. All that rat meat, all that random shit that just makes the world that a little bit more immersive, you could say. Not sure if it's actually immersion that I feel, or nostalgia, but either way, that's pretty cool. So there was some way to do this. I think you wait for like that, and then yeah. Okay, so yeah, in case you don't know how the whole locks work in Oblivion, I think there's a sequence you have to wait for. Like you can do it that way. You can just brute force it too, or like just try or be very careful. But I'll also pick up these 2 golds. Play this sequence way too often, I think. That's not a lot I miss, I think. I'm saying I think because you never know with these games. You know, there could be something hidden everywhere. And I mean, there's gold here, right? I only noticed that like a year ago in my in the last playthrough I did. And there should be potions in here. Yeah, 1 potion, right? So yeah, I don't know. This game becomes awfully predictable at some point. Like not the game, this first sequence, and it kind of ruins it because it's the most linear level in the whole game. I'm pretty sure. I mean, all the dungeons are pretty linear. That's what they're for. Also, there's a flawed ruby here. Very important to pick up because it's worth like 500 gold on this. Yeah, 500 gold and the sapphire 300. So you start off with pretty amazing shit if you do this tutorial. I mean, you don't really have a choice. So let's get some stuff here and go to the natural cave. At which point we're gonna fight some goblin. There we go. We were supposed to sneak, but I'm not doing that. Now we get a alchemy tutorial. I'm gonna just show you all that later, once we actually have time for it, because right now I just want to get through this dungeon in the first episode. As I said, this is not something I want to be in like too long, and Yeah, actually, I have to kind of end the episode here, the first one. Gonna upload the second one right after this, so you should not have a delay in watching that. And, yeah, see you next time.